see. Trying to start. Here we go. Okay. All right. Well, happy Monday, guys. If you don't already know me, if I haven't met you in person, my name is Brittany Moulton. I'm your field marketing specialist here. I'm pretty sure I've met each and every one of you or spoken to you via email, but if I have not, welcome on to the team of the most amazing realtors in all of the land in Northwest Florida. So what we're going to be talking about today, I have an agenda put together for us, but I also wanted to use this time every single Monday, the same time, to jump on a call with whoever wants to be on the call to ask me any questions you might have. I scheduled it for an hour. It's like an open hour office hour. I do have an agenda. I am going to teach you something, but I do want to open the floor first. Does anyone have any pressing questions that they've ran into, especially since I've been on vacation for a week? I know I've been unavailable. Is there anything that you guys need me to answer? Do you have any questions before I get started on our agenda today?
Yeah, Brittany, I'm curious on how to do banners on Instagram or any social media.
Oh, well, we're going to talk about that today. Look at you. You came in on the right day. We're going to talk about brand serve and banners. So that's a good question. We're going to cover that today. So I'm glad we're on the same brainwave. Anybody else have any other questions, anything pressing that I can answer for you since you have me here? And I'll open it up at the end too. So if somebody wants to stay on, we can stay on too and chat. No? Okay, awesome. Well, let me share my screen. I'm going to show you my agenda for today. I will need someone to tell me they can see my screen. Can they see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So our agenda is going to be brand serve, videos, social media posts, and Facebook scheduling. And we will answer Christy's question on how to get a banner for their social media background. But I thought that today we could go over where you can go and get some social media collateral. There's a new incentive for all of us to start using as of tomorrow. And that's going to be videos where we can actually personalize on brand serve. I'll show you where you can get social media posts, and then I'll show you how to schedule out your post on your social media page, on your Facebook page, using your business page. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go through all of this in an hour. So I'm going to move quick. I am recording the series. So this is the first Tool Time with Brittany. It will be recorded and it will be up on my YouTube channel. You guys can always find my YouTube channel in my email signature, but I'll also post it in the chat at the end of the call so you can take a look to see if there's any other videos you might want to check out. So without further ado, everything that we do starts on My CB Desk. So make sure that you are logged onto your My CB Desk, and we're going to go to our brand serve tile. So brand serve is going to be all things that have to do with social media. Also has our logos in there, and it also has our disclaimers. So I get a lot of questions from a lot of agents asking me, how do I find a logo? How do I find the disclaimers? I'm going to show you that too. So when you pop into brand serve, you're first going to see the latest tactics. So anything new that we've loaded onto brand serve will be showing on your homepage. So if you're looking for something new, maybe you need some new social media collateral and you haven't been on here in a while, take a look over here to see if there's anything that maybe you might want to use for your social media. It's going to be the best new things that we have. You are going to see that I have a commercial tab up here. Just don't worry about that. You probably don't have this commercial tab. I have other things that you don't. But you should see up at the top of brand serve, campaigns, marketing, and resources. So we're going to go through these tabs and I'm going to talk about each one of them. The first one is campaigns. So campaigns is going to be anything that the company's doing at a global standpoint. So for instance, if you haven't checked out our Dream campaign, we have a ton of Dream campaign collateral. So I'm going to click on that so you can see what that is. Coldwell Banker is running their Dream campaign. This is amazing. If you haven't looked at any of these graphics or any of these videos, take a look. I'll be showing you the videos here in a little bit. But the Dream campaign is what we have launched as a company, and we've spent thousands and thousands of dollars in advertisement in relaunching our Coldwell Banker website, as well as this amazing Dream campaign. You also have quotables in here, guiding you home. There's lots of photography. So if you ever needed a photo for social media, you have tons in here that you can take. We own the rights to them, so you don't have to pay for them. For my managers on the call, there is a recruiting option here in campaigns, and they have a lot of recruiting little tiles that you can be posting on your social media. So take a look at that recruiting because you can be using that as leverage on your social media. Marketing assets. This is probably where you guys are going to spend most of your time. Reason being is this is where we have our social media assets as well as our photography and logos. So if you need a Coldwell Banker logo, if you're doing any outside advertisement and somebody is asking you for a Coldwell Banker logo, please, please, please come here and download one. Do not Google one because you're either going to end up having just the Coldwell Banker one. It's not going to be in compliant. Come in here and go to your logos and you go to my company logos. So if you go logos, my company logos, it's going to drop you in. You're not going to see all the ones I see. I have 9,000 because I have all of our logos throughout the whole United States. You should just be seeing your Coldwell Banker Realty logos here. You can download the different sizes and the different shapes and transparencies. So you can see we have the stacked ones. We have the vertical ones. There's ones with just a white background, which would mean it was a transparent background if it's grayed out. So if you're looking for something to send to the VIP magazine or the Pensacola News Journal, you can come in here and download them. So very, very important that you come in and you get the proper sizes and the proper logos. Because if you go onto Google, you're not going to have the clearest file. It's not going to turn out well with printing. So just come in here, download these. You can always email me or Connie. We have all of these downloaded to our computers, so we can always send them to you as well. But this is where you can find all of our company logos. Photography, if you haven't gone into photography on BrandServe, this is just a bunch of beautiful home pictures. So if you were doing an advertisement outside of what you're using in Moxie and other things, and you wanted a photo of a home or a skyline, or for my managers, if you just needed like a recruiting photo, you can come in here and pull. We've been pulling a lot of these photos for Agent Moxie websites. So if you're playing around with your Moxie website and you're actually building custom pages, which I highly encourage you, and that will be one of my tool times coming up, we can actually pull some of these photos and use them on your agent website. So just keep in mind you have lots of stock photography here. If you scroll all the way down, there's 38 pages of photography that you have access to. All right, so again, under marketing assets, let's go to social media. So to answer Christy's question, under the social media tab, there is a covers option. So if we click on covers, it's going to show us all of the covers that we have for social media. So if you wanted to change your LinkedIn cover or your Facebook cover, you could do that. We have posts and stories. So I'm going to click on covers and I'm going to show you guys how to get a cover and put it on your Facebook background. So you can come in here. Probably the most popular one is like this Coldwell Banker confetti one or the monogram. You can come in here and grab that. Or if you're Global Luxury certified, you can actually come in here and go into the Global Luxury certified ones and grab those for your social media. But I'm just going to come into the home Facebook covers and hit customize. And it's going to give me some options of what types of Facebook covers that we have. So the first options is going to be people, interior options with people. If I hover over the arrows and I go to the next page, I have Facebook home cover photos with more people and more people. And then there's just like home pictures of interior with just different types of rooms. And then I have exterior where I have like a fall one with a little pumpkin in the background. Looks more fall too. So different types of seasons, outdoor adventures. Then you've got like pictures of actual houses. And of course, we got to be kind of careful because some of these obviously don't look like Florida. Like this looks like San Francisco. So just use your discretion. And then we have the pets one, which is always really popular. Everybody loves their little pets. So once you've kind of scrolled through here and you've chosen one that you like, you're going to come over here to this left-hand side where it says customize your template. So it's going to ask you what version you want. So do you want interior with people? Do you want the home exterior? Do you want the exterior with people? Do you want the exterior option or do you want the pets option? So you're going to have to remember what page your favorite one was on, and then you're going to select that. So since I'm on this cute pet one, I'm going to choose this cute pet one. So I'm going to click pets option. And then it's going to ask you what image that you want. So you can see it has option 1, 2, 3, Let me minimize teams 4, 5, and 6. So you just have to select the one that you like. So I really like option 3 with the little cute kid and the puppy. So I'm going to click option 3. And then the next step that you're going to have to do is you are going to have to generate proof. So the generation of the proof is just going to show you what it looks like. And if you were to, as we get into more customization, when I show you how to do a social media post, there's like wording that you can change, photos you can change. So when you do this proof, you want to make sure everything is 100% correct before you move to the ordering. So since we didn't really change much, I am just going to order it. Again, everything is free here. The only thing you do have to pay for in BrandServe is if you wanted to make a commercial and you wanted it to be customized to your name, then you'd have to pay for that. But as I told you at the beginning of Tool Time, we're actually running a campaign where we just did a bunch of new videos where they're going to be offering that to you for free for a little bit. So keep your eye out for that and I will show you that too. So it'll tell you your version details, and then you'll be able to download the file to your computer. So I'm going to click that, and depending upon your computer, it'll either show up at the bottom of your screen or up here at the top in your download. So if you have a Mac, it will show up at the top. So I'm just going to double click and I'm going to save this to my computer. So I'm going to save this as Facebook, if I can type, dog cover. And then basically what I would do is I would just open up my Facebook. So let me open up my Facebook. Show you how to upload that to your business Facebook page. I'm going to show you all the steps today. You're going to log into Facebook. If you do not already have a business Facebook page, I highly encourage you to set one up. Uh-oh, did it freeze? You guys still hear me? Uh-oh. You hear me? Okay, good. All right, just making sure. Facebook froze, but I didn't freeze. Okay, that's good to know. Let's try a different tab. Told you I was going to show you all the steps, but maybe I won't be able to show you all the steps. Come on. All right. So you're going to go to your Facebook page. You should have a business Facebook page, and you should see that either under your pages and profiles on the right-hand side here, or there's under shortcuts. Sometimes you have your pages here, but you can always go to your menu on the left-hand side and click on pages and see all the pages that you manage. You're probably not going to have a bajillion like I have here, but just keep in mind that's how you can get to your page. So let me go to a page where I'm going to use Pensacola Beach. So if I wanted to change my Facebook cover to that cute little puppy that I just did, what I can do is I can upload it right here to this photo. So let me come down to here. And I have to switch to be this one. I'm going to go to a different one that's easier. Sorry, they changed this Facebook page. Let's go to Destin because I know Kathy's on here. Okay, so it should look like this where you have the edit button, and it would be as quick and easy as clicking edit. And you can either choose from photos that you've posted, or we're going to upload our dog photo. So I'm just going to type in my Facebook dog cover and hit open. And it should position it for us, and we can actually drag it up or down. So if we don't want to cut off her head, we would just hit save changes, and now this would be our Facebook cover. So the same thing would go for LinkedIn, Twitter, and for Instagram. There's no background photo, but you could change your profile picture, your little bubble here, but this would be only for Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. That's how you would change that background. Hopefully that answered your question, Christy. Okay, perfect. All right, so that is how you would change your Facebook cover. I want to go over how to get a Facebook post here in BrandServe and how to actually schedule it out. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to use our search button up here because I like the holiday feature that we have here in BrandServe, and a lot of agents are not using our holiday feature. We have holiday sleeves in BrandServe for all the holidays for the whole entire year that you can actually come in and you can download. My computer will stop being frozen. Here we go. Okay, so we've got holiday videos. So if you see any of these videos that you like, you could always download these and post these onto your Facebook. But really what I want to focus on is this 2022 holiday tactics. So if I click on the Coldwell Banker 2022 holidays, you can click into here and it's going to show you all the holidays that we have coming up. So you're going to have to hit that customize button. And then it's going to ask you to customize your template. And then it's going to ask you version. So if you click on version, it's going to start with 7/4. So obviously we're already past the 4th of July. So I'm going to scroll down into September because that's the month we're in. So it's telling me September 1 through 31st is Realtor Safety Month. So if you have not already posted about Realtor Safety Month, you can actually come in here and download one. Let's see if we have anything else coming up because I want to show you how to schedule it out. So we're past Labor Day. What day is it today? Today is the 19th. So we just had Air Force birthday, and then 9/22 is going to be Welcome Fall. You can see we have 3 options, actually 4 options for Welcome Fall. So let's see what the first one is and see if we like it. So what we will have to press Generate Proof to see what that first image is, to see if we like it. And you can actually come in here and generate the proof for all 4 and figure out which one you like best. So this one is going to be the leaves with the little rake. Let's see what the second one is. See what our options are. And again, remember, we always have to hit that generate proof to see what we have going on here. Ooh, I like this one. So this is the one that I'm going to select. One important thing that I want you to remember here is you can see right here on the right-hand side, we've got the wrong DBA logo. What that means is we're missing the realty down here. So if we posted this, we would actually not be in brand compliance. So we want to make sure we change that logo. So where it says DBA logo, right now it has it as Coldwell Banker corporate logo. We're not corporate. We are corporately owned, but we have to have that realty underneath to be in brand compliance. So if I click that drop down, obviously there's a ton of them in here. Don't scroll through there. A little trick that I have for you is type in CBR and it will bring up Coldwell Banker Realty logo for CBR. And then I'll have to regenerate my proof. And you'll see that the logo is going to change from the Coldwell Banker corporate logo to our proper logo with the Coldwell Banker Realty. So now that I have the perfect graphic and I'm ready to grab this and go post it, I can hit my order button. So what I would recommend you do is maybe at the beginning of the month, coming in here, looking at all the holidays that they have for the first of the month and scheduling those out for the month. So you have some really great social media posts already scheduled out on your Facebook, ready to go. So if you click download to your computer, which is what I'm going to recommend, you can also click post to your Facebook right now or LinkedIn. So if it was the 22nd of September, we could actually post this directly to Facebook. But since I want to show you how to post it in advance to a future schedule, we're going to hit download base files and I'm going to save it to my computer. How I like to save these is I like to save them for the date so I remember. So I'll do welcome fall. And then remember it was 9/22, so I'll keep 9/22. And then I'm going to go back over to my Facebook. So this is where I'm going to lose a couple of you. Just remember I'm recording this session so you can go back and watch it a million times on my YouTube channel. But when you're on your Facebook page, I'm going to cancel changing their cover because I don't think Kathy wants me to change her Facebook cover. So I'm going to keep it the way it is. Where I need to go to schedule out this post. So normally when you're on your Facebook, you would just go down to your posts and create a post, right? That's how you would normally schedule a Facebook post. But we don't want this one to go out today. We want it to go out on 9/22 when fall arrives. So we need to actually open up our Meta Business Suite right here. If you can see this, sometimes if you don't see Meta Business Suite here on the left-hand side, you might see something called publishing tools. Either way, I want you to click on Meta Business Suite or publishing tools, and it'll take you to the spot that we need to go. So if you have not been in Meta Business Suite, it's a great free tool that Facebook gives you with a business Facebook page. There's a lot of amazing things you can do with Meta Business Suite. One of the main things I love about this is you can schedule out posts for the whole month. The second thing that you can get here is analytics. So if you're not using your business Facebook page to see who's coming to your business Facebook page and where they're coming from, you have a missed opportunity, right? So we can actually see, are they coming from Cantonment, Pensacola, or are they coming from New Orleans or from Destin? Where are they coming in from? Do you have a lot of people from out of town? Should you be focusing on reaching those individuals that maybe want to move to Florida? So we can actually use that analytical data and sit down and really curate a really great social media post cadence and advertisement regarding who's coming to your Facebook.
Okay. All right. Good luck. Bye.
Somebody have a question? Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to do a post. So I'm under the post and story. So when you get into the Meta Business Suite, you're going to have a left-hand bar here where you can actually navigate through the Meta Business Suite. You have your home, notifications, inbox, posts and stories, e-commerce, planner, insights, and all tools. Insights is going to be where you can actually go in and see where people are coming from. Ads is going to be where you can schedule and post boosted ads. Planner is going to be where you can plan out things. And then obviously e-commerce would be if you sold something, if your business was actually offering something through Facebook, you could see the commerce that's coming in. And then posts and stories. So you should see something like this. It does look a little different from Facebook to Facebook, but you should see something up at the top where it says create post. That's what I want you to press to create this post that we're going to schedule out for 9/22. It's going to bring you to a screen where we can actually go ahead and load in the photo as well as the language we want to put. And if you haven't done this before, it's going to tell you welcome to the new post creation, and it's going to give you a tour. I'm going to skip the tour because I know how to do it. I'm the tour guide today. And you'll see it says post to Coldwell Banker Realty Destin office. So I can actually change this and add my Instagram account. So if you have an Instagram account that you want to link to your Facebook, so anytime you post something through your Meta Business Suite, it will also post onto your Instagram. You can do that here. As well as if you post something on Instagram, it will post automatically onto Facebook. So all you would have to do is click this Connect Instagram button, and it'll ask you to log into your Instagram. So you will have to know what email you used and what your password was, and it'll connect it automatically. And then that way, when you come in here to Meta Business Suite, you can check on to post onto Instagram as well. So you're not doing double the work, right? You're doing both of them in one reach, which makes it really easy on you. So if you had your Instagram connected, you could click both. So we're actually going to click add photo because we have our autumn photo, our fall photo. Named it fall, right? Welcome fall, right? So I named it, there we go. All right, so then it's going to show you a preview here on the right-hand side. And what I love about Meta Business Suite, it shows you a desktop preview and a mobile preview. So if you want to see what it's going to look like when people are looking at it on the desktop, this is what it will look like. If you want to see what it's going to look like if they're looking on their phone, this is what it's going to look like. So you can toggle between the desktop and the mobile version. And then it gives you a place to write your text. So this is where you could write, hello, fall. We love the cold air, or whatever you want to put here, right? You put your language. And then it also is going to recommend for you to add hashtags. So if you're not using hashtags in your posts, I highly recommend using hashtags. And there's a lot of reasons. Number one is people are actually searching hashtags to see what are in the hashtags. And number two, it's going to actually tag you in that hashtag. So when people are looking at that, your post will show up. What I tell agents is to have a good mix of really popular hashtags and then hashtags that are really just specific to your business. So what I mean by that is a popular hashtag would be hashtag real estate or hashtag Coldwell Banker Realty. But a hashtag that's more geared towards me would be like Brittany sells Destin, or Brittany sells the coast, or Brittany sells Northwest Florida, right? I should have some particular hashtags that are just correspondent to me, as well as some really high hashtags that have a lot of traffic. And why you want to do that is, although that they have a lot of traffic and you may only show up in that hashtag feed for a little while, you're going to get a lot more exposure than you would if you only had hashtags that are specific to you, because then somebody's going to have to search specifically for Brittany sells the coast rather than like Destin 30A, right? You're going to have more exposure in that hashtag, but you also want to connect them. So if you're not using hashtags, I highly recommend that you do that. You can also Google hashtags. So that's what I usually do. I like to Google it once a month to see what the really common hashtags are in our industry. It usually stays about the same. The number one is always real estate. The number two is always luxury. Everybody wants to look at luxury property. Even though we sometimes can't afford it, we love looking at beautiful homes. So luxury is always a great hashtag to put in here. So make sure you're putting some hashtags. Make sure you're using your emojis. If that's something that you like to do, you can always add emojis. I am a big proponent of emojis. I think it just adds character to your post. So I would do maybe autumn leaves, right? I love the blue heart because it's like CB. You can also add your location. You can also add, what you're feeling. You can also boost your post from here if you want, but we're not going to boost our post because I don't want to at the moment. I want to actually show you how to schedule it out. So once we have our post looking exactly the way that we want, you can see what it looks like on the right-hand side. Instead of clicking this Publish Now button, you can actually click the Schedule button. And really what it's going to do is it's going to either tell you to start it right now, which would be September 19th at 1:47. I don't want to schedule it out for today. I want to schedule it out, remember, for 9:22 because that's when fall starts. And if you've had your Facebook for a little bit of time, it will also give you some optimal times. So if you click on optimal times, it will tell you like the times that most people are kind of on your Facebook. So it looks like this Facebook is most poppin' or most has the most traffic around 6 p.m. So you might want to schedule your post for 6 p.m. for the most exposure. And it's usually just it's not always 100%. It's just giving you kind of a gear shift of how many people are usually on. So I'm actually going to keep mine for September 22nd, and I'm going to change mine since it's saying 6 p.m. is the one. I still want people to kind of see this in the morning, so I'm actually going to change this to 9 a.m., not 9 p.m. I'll just type in 9 a.m. So then if I hit schedule, it's going to schedule this post out and remind me that I can connect to my Instagram like I talked to you about. I don't have an Instagram. So it's going to schedule my post out, and you can see under my scheduler now on Thursday the 22nd, I have at 9 a.m. Welcome Autumn scheduled for my Facebook. And any other that you schedule will be in the scheduler. You can schedule from here. You can create a post from the scheduler, or you can, again, use your sidebar up here and click posts and stories to schedule out your future posts. So this is a game changer. If you're not using this as an agent and social media is a struggle for you, I highly encourage you to spend like 30 minutes the first of every month, at least just scheduling out the holidays, right? You saw on BrandServe, there's tons of holidays that they had in September that would fill your calendar here for the month of September. So that just helps with social media content. That's one thing I hear all the time when I meet with y'all is, Brittany, what do I put on my Facebook? I don't have time for this. I don't know how to do this. And if you use this tool and you schedule it out for the month, it gives you a really great way to have some really great content in there and to set it and forget it. So schedule some time on your personal calendar to come in here and at least do the holidays, but you can also use BrandServe in other ways, and I'm going to show you that, to schedule out any other posts. Now, before I move on, because I've said a lot, I want to go back to Teams and see if there's any questions. Anyone have any questions before I move on? Yes, Karen. We can't hear you. There's no sound. Sounds a little fuzzy.
You hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Apparently, you can hear me with the headphones in. Okay. So if you schedule a post out, um, do you recommend us adding anything to the post, like additional verbiage, or is the post good like it is?
I would definitely add verbiage to it. So you know how I put at the top with the little emojis and I put welcome fall 100% with some hashtags. I definitely would. Facebook really crawls and looks to see the uniqueness of each post. So I would 100% add some language to it. That was a good question. They're all good questions. That was a very good question. Anybody else have any questions before I move on? No? Okay. All right, let me share my screen again and get back into BrandServe. Somebody tell me they can see my screen, please.
I can see it.
Oh, you're awesome, Bill. Thank you. All right, so thank you. So another thing that a lot of agents usually ask me for in BrandServe and, you know, just in general is like just listed or price change. So if you're not using Listing Concierge, which you should be, but if you're not using it or you want something different than Listing Concierge, we actually have just listed, open house, and just sold sleeves here in BrandServe that you can customize. So let's do an open house one. So I'm going to type in the search open house. I like the search bar because I feel like I can find things a lot easier and I'm not having to scroll through a million pages. But right here, if I go into open house, there is an open house social media sleeve that I can actually edit. So let's make an open house one. So it's telling me that there's one of three. Let's see what the other options are. Okay, so if there was a multiple open house, like maybe you guys were doing an office tour or an office showcase, you could actually create one for your office. And I think there's another one with multiple ones. Yeah, so if you guys had tons of open houses in your office, we could create one of these. But let's just pretend we don't want that one. We want this just one open house with my information on it. So I can click this customize button. Again, on the left-hand side is where we're going to customize everything. The first thing it's asking me is that DBA logo. So I do type in my CBR to get my Coldwell Banker Realty logo. It's going to ask me the number of properties that I have an open house for. So I only have one, so I'm going to click 1. Then it's asking me for a date. So let's just pretend my open house is today, Monday. Nobody would have a house, open house today, but we're just going to use Monday, September 19th. Spell correctly. And then it's going to ask me to upload the image for my property. So I'm going to add an image. And I'm actually just going to use one that I have in here. Sorry if you see your face. I do a lot of work for all y'all. So we'll use this house. Not sure whose house this is, but I'm going to use it. And added it to my property image. Then it's going to ask for the property time. So we'll do 9 a.m. Obviously, this is in the past to 11 a.m. Property address. I'm just going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4 Main Street. The price. This bad boy is worth a whopping $900,000. Pretty much what they're going for these days. Property agent name. So I'm going to put my name, Brittany Moulton. Property phone number. Again, I'm just going to put my phone number in here. Property license format. So we're not in California and we're not in Hawaii, so we don't have to have our license number on this. So we can just click other and there will be no license number. So you don't need your license number. And then if there was another property, so it's asking if we had 2 going, this is where you would add the image, but we're going to skip all of these because we only had 1 open house property. So keep and then you do have to click I have agreed and generate proof. So I want to tell you guys a little secret. You can see that right here, it's showing me the things that I have changed in pink. If you ever see anyone with something like this and it has pink lettering, you know that they did not follow instructions because it's pink. If it's pink, it's wrong. It needs to go all the way to white. And the way to get it to white is by clicking order. But before I hit order, I can see I made a mistake. In my price, I have 2 prices. It's already giving me a $sign and I put a $sign. So this is why we do the proof because we want to make sure it's perfect. So I'm going to take out my $sign and I'm going to hit generate proof. I also have a 1 in front of my number. Might want to take that out too. Now you see I only have one little pricing asterisk. I'm going to take out the 1. And I might even want to put a space, right? Let me just delete that. So 818. All right. So you can always come in here and generate it a couple times just to see what it looks like. Make sure you like it, the way it looks pretty, the spacing right. And then once you have it exactly the way you want, you're going to hit that order button. When you hit the order button, it's going to take you to where you can download it, or you can post it to your Facebook right here and there. And you can see now everything is correct, right? My lettering is white and my black is here. So if you see anything on Facebook from any other realtor posted in Caldwell Banker and it's got pink on it, you know they didn't follow all the instructions. So don't be that person, because I laugh at you a little bit when you do that. But then I love you and I come back and I tell you how to fix it. So hit download base files and you can just download it straight to your computer. Here it is. And I could get it ready to post for my open house. So we could schedule this one out too. So if you weren't having an open house till this weekend, you could come in here and get all your marketing collateral done, get those posts scheduled out, maybe do one Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the open house, have different ones, different pictures. You could do that. So this is one that I would love to see you guys use. Another one would be a just listed. There is a just listed template. And you can just search it up here at the top. So you have this one right here where it has your picture and it has listing update headline. You could even use this as an open house one. So if you like it because it has your photo, because I know everybody likes to put their photo on things, you could change this. There's listing updates right here where it's just a picture and you could do like price improvement. You also have global luxury ones too. So if you have a property that meets that global luxury threshold, you can use the global luxury marketing with it. And then just remember, if you are using Listing Concierge, you can use their social media templates that they have in the Listing Concierge platform, and you can do it as many times as you want. So you have a plethora of social media assets here to go ahead and put all of your information in and blast it all over Facebook. So I'm going to come back up to marketing assets, and I'm actually going to click on social media because I want to show you all the stuff that there is in there. Again, you can always use the search bar up here if you're looking for something in particular. And I showed you how to do that by clicking on open house or just listed. But if we click on the social media right here, it's going to show you all the tactics that we have. So some ones that I'm not seeing used, which I really would encourage you to come in here and use, is I Heart Clients for Life. So if you have client testimonials, you could actually come in here and put the testimonial in here and maybe a picture here of the home or of the clients if you have their permission. There's also CB Good News. We like to use this a lot internally if something happens that is really good, but you could also use this as a campaign for CB Good News for things that go on within your business. If you ever won an award with us, you can come in here and you can get your 2021 award designation social media templates. So you would just choose the one that you got, and you could customize that by putting your picture in and your name. We've got a #1 market share. So we actually have one for Northwest Florida. So if you wanted to come in here and download Thanks Florida or Thanks Northwest Florida, you could. So there's market share ones in here that you could schedule out as well. And as you can see at the bottom here, there's a ton of pages of social media content. So there's a lot of really great things in BrandServe, and I feel like we're underusing them as a company, and especially in Northwest Florida. So that's why I wanted to showcase it today on Tool Time. On the left-hand side, you can actually choose the media type. So if I open up the media type, it's showing me social covers, social posts, and social story. So maybe I want to take off social cover and social post, and I want to look at the Instagram stories. So if you're not using Instagram stories, I highly encourage you to use them. Stories are really great ways to show people not only just in your sphere, but to add hashtags and things like that to reach people that you're not friends with. And stories are interactive, and a lot of times more people will be inclined to interact with your story than they would with a post. And you could get some really great feedback on your story. So you can come in here and you can grab, they have really cool ones for, new home. What do you like? You could play a game with your Instagram followers, find the real estate words, right? Like they're just very interactive and ways for you to really kind of interact with your clients and just keep your social media going. So that is BrandServe under marketing assets, again, under social media. We also have virtual meeting backgrounds. A lot of agents have asked me, hey, I still sometimes meet virtually with clients. How do I get a background? Same thing applies, right? So you would come in here and you would just grab a social media background and you would download it to your computer. And then in the Teams app, you would just add it to your background. Same thing for Zoom. They have, when you check out here in BrandServe, it'll ask you if it's for Zoom or if it's for Teams or if it's for, what's the other one? No, if it's for Teams or Zoom. And the only reason why the Zoom is different is because it's mirrored. So it's opposite. With Teams, it's fine to have it just the way it is. The other thing that we have is videos. So I told you coming soon, actually on the 20th, you are going to be able to come in here and customize a video for free. BrandServe has just launched a dream campaign video where you're going to be able to come in here. So just keep your eye on your emails. That will come through in the next couple days and you'll see the ability to come in here and customize a video. It's normally $350, but we're doing like a test for all the agents. So keep in mind that you'll have the ability to get some video here very soon. There are videos that are already done for you that you can come in here and download. So here's that CB Dream campaign. All you'd have to do is click download now, accept that download terms and hit download now, and it will download to your computer. You can save it to your computer and then upload it to Facebook. You could upload it to your YouTube channel, either way, depending upon how you like to add stuff to your social media. A lot of times things will come in a zip file. So especially if you're downloading logos, it will give you 4 different types of files within the zip file. One will be a JPEG, one will be a PNG, and then one will be like a PDF or a HELOC that a lot of times print people use. So you will have to extract it from the zip file and put it into your files on your computer. So it's as easy as opening up the file. See if it'll work for me.
Brittany.
Yes.
Yeah, I got stuck on that part. So
Okay.
I had it, I downloaded it and I saved it to the computer. And like you said, it comes in like 4 or 5 files. And then I was like, I don't know which I need to open. And it's one of them. It's one of these. I don't remember which one it is, where it had several different options that went with it. And when it came up like that, I don't know which one that I wanted to post.
That's a good question. So I would always, with the video, choose the first one. When you have a file like this, when you're looking for like a logo, I would always choose the JPEG or the PNG. And all you would
Wait a
need
minute,
to
I'm
do.
sorry. Say that
Go
one
ahead.
more time.
For the video, I would always choose the first one. So this first one is the one I'm going to choose for a photo. So if you like did logos and it came with like a PNG or a JPEG, I would either choose the JPEG or the PNG always to extract.
Okay.
So really what you would do is like for this first one, all I would have to do is then extract it by pulling it into my files. So I'm going to put it in my videos file down here. And it'll extract it from this is the zip file, and then I just pulled it over into my videos. So same thing for if you were doing a logo and you just needed a picture, you could just extract it into your pictures by pulling it over to your desktop. Does that make sense?
Say that part again. Pulling it, you move it over to your desktop.
Yeah, so you can either put it in your desktop or if you have a folder already made. So like for instance, I have a video folder, so I just pulled the video into my video folder. But if you don't and you just need a logo, I would always just extract it and put it on my desktop so I don't have to go searching in all my files for it. It'll just be on my desktop.
Gotcha.
Good questions. Awesome. So now I grabbed the dream one and I extracted it and put it in my videos, but this is what it looks like. I just wanted to give you guys So you got a really pretty video that you could post on your social media, ready to go, and it's less than 30 seconds. So the same thing would go to post this video on social media. You could either go through your Meta Business Suite and we could schedule it out, or we could just post it automatically onto Facebook. So if we just wanted to post it just now, we would have to go back to our Facebook page. So we'll go back to our Facebook page. We'd scroll down and we would want to do a photo or a video. And we would want to add photo video. And I put it in my videos folder. So it should be. Nope. There it is. This one. There it is. So it's ready to go. And then of course I would want to write something and then it's uploading to Facebook. So it'll tell you when it's 100% done. So it'll give me some time to write ready to move to your dream home. Call me today, right? And then it's got 100% ready. And then I could play it if I want, and then I could just post it, or I could schedule it out here too. So it lets me schedule it out there too, because I've already done some scheduling here in the Meta Business Suite. That is a mouthful, I will say. I don't like that they changed their name to Meta. So you could go ahead and schedule it out, or you could post it for today. So that's how you would add a video. That is how you can schedule out posts. I think I hit all of my agenda today. Let me make sure. We did brand serve, video, social media posts, and Facebook scheduling. We did it all, guys. So let me stop sharing my screen and see if there's any questions that you guys have. I like to stay on at least for the next 15 minutes to make sure there's no questions or you need me to show you anything. Otherwise, that concludes tool time number 1 today. And we will be coming back every week with a different tool with a tidbit of what I think is really relevant for you or anything new that comes along in marketing. So thank you for joining. Does anyone have any questions?
Can we listen to a recording somewhere, a playback?
Yes, Amanda. So I'm recording all of these and they'll be on my YouTube channel. So I will put that in the chat right now.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. All of the tool time will be in the YouTube channel. So you can always check back. If you can't make it on Monday, then you can come in here.
Awesome.
Yeah. Anybody else have any questions?
And where are we going to find the YouTube channel?
I'm going to put it in the chat right now for you. But it's also in my email signature. So if you've ever got an email from me, you can click on the YouTube button and it'll take you straight to my YouTube channel.
Okay, great.
But I just put it in the chat too.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Brittany, this is Erica.
Hi.
Hey, question. Can you customize that CV estimate that you were just using so that it goes to our own personal email or
Yes.
website
Good
or?
question. So that's the thing that is coming in the next couple days. You're going to be able to customize all the videos in BrandServe. Normally it's $350, but they're going to let you start trying it on the 20th for free.
Okay, does that app live anywhere on our website or do we have to put it on our website or is the only place to get it on the main website?
Yeah, so the move meter is only on the coldwellbankerhome.com. But you can actually link them. I'm trying to think how we can link them to Moxie. That's a good question. So if you link them to the Coldwell Banker website, then they'll be stuck on the move meter. They're not going to be on your website.
Yeah, I tried to use the move meter.
Yeah, Connie, do you know of a
think
way
you-
that you, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I was just saying, I think you can actually download it as a module and maybe put it on your website that way.
I think you can too. I just got to
Okay.
remember how to do that. Connie, do you know where you get the move meter that they can download and put on their Moxie website? Oh, we can't hear you. Her Teams is not working. She's gonna call in. I wonder if it's on BrandServe. That's a good question. I don't know. You stumped me. She's talking. She's trying to talk. She coming.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
The move meter can be found on, if you go to desk and search movement meter.
See.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Doing it. Spotlight the move meter. Looking
And you,
for instructions. I see it now.
yeah. Is it showing where you can actually embed it into the website?
Yep, through Moxie. Yep. I'm sending the instructions
Yep.
via chat. There you go.
So if you need help, once you get those instructions, because that can be a little tricky, but read the instructions carefully and you can probably do it. But if you do have some issues, just let me know.
That's a good
Thank
question.
you.
Mm-hmm. Good question, Erica. You always stump me.
I just come to work stumped. I just start out the day stumped.
It takes a lot to stump me usually, but Erica always has the best questions. And that's because her brain works like our brain does. And it's like, so like
I didn't
10
think
steps
about
ahead.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've
Anything
got
else?
quite a group there, Brittany. That's wonderful. I love you're doing this session.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Does anybody else have any questions? No? Christy, I answered your question, right?
Yeah, I think I still need probably a one-on-one with you.
Okay.
What I'm looking for is when I do an Instagram post or a Facebook post, I like to add like my logo, signature, and things like that to it. And then on the other flip side of this, I'm trying to schedule that fall thing that we went through, that little exercise, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not showing up in my schedule thing when I'm scheduling a future post through that Meta thing
Okay.
where we connected it to our business page.
Are
And
you
I'm
gonna be
been
in the
sitting here.
office tomorrow?
What have I got going on tomorrow? Oh, we've got that Bites thing tomorrow
I'll be there. So
and
I
that
can show you.
Sunbelt thing.
I will be there.
Are you gonna be there before or after?
I'm gonna
It's
be
at
there.
10:30.
I'm gonna be there at 8:30, probably until 4.
Okay, perfect. I will
So we
get
can-
there and you save me about 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Brittany.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Anybody else need anything? Have any questions? Need a one-on-one? No, we're good. Well, thank you guys so much for coming to the first tool time. I'm going to stop the recording. And like I said, it will be up on YouTube.